Greetings, puck people. Today we've got a matchup between the Philadelphia Flyers and the Pittsburgh Penguins. Classic Eastern Conference tilt. It's big Eric Lindros. Behind the net. Oh, boy, did he get put down. Larry Murphy delivered that hit. Boy, oh boy, I don't know about that. He's giving up a lot of size to Eric Lindros there. Oh, he lost the puck trying to go around the net. Big hit there. Look out in front! Oh, missed the puck. So this, of course, just before the days of the Legion of Doom, before the Flyers acquired John LeClair to go with Lindros and Recchi. Yogs, save. What a pass there, backhander, save. Picked off. Save again. Recchi tried to bury one. Picked off there. Here comes Philly once again, but bad pass. And here comes 68 and 66. Not the pairing a goaltender wants to be staring down. Save there by Tommy Soderstrom in goal. Hooking to Gary Galley, so he'll sit for 2. Yeah, it's been kind of a hallmark of the Flyers organization, hasn't it, for several decades, that just never seem to nail down that top goaltender. In years like 97 and in 2010 when they went to the finals and lost both of those times in a sweep, actually. Just, I don't know, they never seem to have that netminder that they could always rely on. I think in 2010, wasn't it Brizgalov who they had got? But he was a bit of a head case. He could be up and down. And then, of course, in 97, they were playing a goalie carousel with Ron Hextall and Garth Snow. But they was up against a Red Wings team that I think just simply wasn't going to be denied. I mean, the Wings had just dethroned the Avs, the defending Stanley Cup champions, with Patrick Waugh. I don't think they were going to be stopped by the combination of Ron Hextall and Garth Snow. And indeed they were not. Back to the action here. Penalties over. There's Mario Lemeiux, the magnificent one. Still has it, but Mark Recchi says, sit down. Mark Recchi once did play for the Penguins, I do believe. There's a goal! Mark Recchi! He makes it 1-0 Flyers. Bit of a boring game up until that point, but now we got a little something cooking. The organist is playing those happy tunes. Flyers with it. Slapper save. Flyers' second line features Brad Brindamore at center. Nice save there. Other than that, not a whole lot of star power on this Flyers team. Got here. Puts the brakes on, goes behind the net. Gets bounced around a bit, still has it. Tried to find someone in front, but nice job by the defender. Goaltender came up with it, and here come the Penguins. Knocks his man off stride momentarily. Got lost in the shuffle there, and just weakly on net. Look out, picked off! Slapper save! Scores! Pierre Eklund kind of cleans one up. Give the assist to Brown and Evans, and the Flyers now have a 2-0 lead. Put the top unit, the secondary unit out there, anchored by Brindamore. Ooh, just. Oh, what a passing sequence there! Brindamore score! I apologize for that one. That's the call my cousin and I used to do when we were kids. I'm guessing we got it from some announcer, but maybe we didn't. I don't know. Big check there. Maybe it was later on in his career when he went to Carolina. Minute 10 to go here in the first. Flyers with a commanding 3-0 lead on the Penguins. Big hit there! Oh, look out. Oh, they give one back off a terrible turnover, and Sean McEachran says, hey, look what I found. Soderstrom's looking at his teammates like, come on, guys. What are we doing? There was like 3 of you standing there. 3 of you. Hit the posts. I don't know if they need to worry too much about it, though. They put 3 on the board here in the first, and they look pretty convincing. Did that in a short span of time, too. That'll do it for the first. Philly's going to walk away with a 3-1 lead after one. We will head to the second. Penguins is going to have to regroup. Come up with a new strategy, because that one did not work. Face-off won by the Flyers. It's old Gary Galley with it. It's Lemieux and Yager in. Save there. Soderstrom not doing too bad today. Oh, he tried to find Lindros, but Lindros wasn't watching. Mark Recchi with it. Recchi trying to move past his former team. Tried to find a friend in front, wasn't able to. There's one. Lindros scores! Lindros from Recchi and Brent Fedek. I think he was a former Red Wing. That one may have gone off the defender in front, but regardless, it's 4-1. Philadelphia. The Penguins they're looking a little rough out there. And here they come again. Flyers save! That's old Tom Barrasso in net. Philly is really putting the hurt on him. Oh! Barrasso was entirely out of position, but able to recover and make the save before that puck could cross the line. Flyers in possession of it now. Flyers are really controlling the pace here. Oh, nice job there on the back check. Big hit there, puts him into the box. Big slapper. Save, easy one there. Barrasso saw it all the way. There's another one. Save. Penguins need to clean it up. They're just getting owned in their own zone. Long one on. Save. Soderstrom. I think that Soderstrom, something like that. Am I thinking of someone else? I don't know. Some of these old goaltenders blend together. There's a rebound. Oh, save again by Barrasso. Let's take a look. I don't want to make the same call all game and it's wrong. Where are you at, goalie? Let's look at my roster. It's not going to show me. Oh, well, you guys are just going to have to live with me calling him Soderstrom, even if he's not. Unless there is Soderstrom. Okay, all that for nothing. Okay. 4-1 Philly. Nearly halfway through the second period here. Big slapper save! Murphy gets it ahead. Pass over, picked off on the back check. Nicely done there. And the Flyers come away with it. Here comes big Mark Recchi. Recchi, nice little move there. Recchi's still with it. He stops. He throws it to the point. Big slapper from Galley. Saved by Barrasso. Look out. Again, the Penguins sloppy in their own end. They recover. No, they recover momentum. They just can't get the puck. Lindros was parked out front. Picked off there. Lemieux brings it down. There's Yager. Those two have been quiet. Slap down in the Penguin zone. That's going to be called icing. With 4:04 to play in the second period. We'll send out our checking line. Make some heads roll out there. Tried to get a shot off, but it was blocked. Look out, picked off! And it's going to roll back into the Penguin zone momentarily. It was a giveaway. Player almost didn't realize he had it. Just kind of chopped it in. Happened quickly. There's another great save by Soderstrom. Getting tied up there. Was a Flyers player. Picked off. Tried to back pass. Didn't work. The shot save. Or blocked, rather. Save. Soderstrom with a little bit of a drift there. No harm, no foul. Save. They're going to crash the net. No rebound to be had, as Barrasso will just cover up. 2:06 to play in the middle frame. And the Flyers send out 2/3 of the Legion of Doom. Tried to clean that up and get it over to Recchi, but could not. But he has it again! Save again! Barrasso is under siege. My goodness. Penguins have got to really clean up their play in their own end. Slapper, score! McGill with the blast off the face-off. Won by Brindamore, giving assist to Terry Karkner. And it's 5-1 Philadelphia. Oh, boy. This star-studded Penguins team that just a few years prior won back-to-back Stanley Cups. They are getting it handed to them today by the emergent Flyers. The giveaway, he couldn't stuff it in. Oh my, it was a point-blank giveaway. He was staring at half of a net wide open. Couldn't put it in. Man, the Penguins have been bad in their own zone. Here come the Flyers. Try to throw it back to the point, but they got picked off. Big hit there. And that'll end the second. Flyers are just dismantling the Penguins here in an intrastate rivalry. Lindros on the face-off here. He wins it to Recchi. Here's Big Mark Recchi. Recchi waits. Recchi tried to steamroll his way to the net, but I think the puck rolled off the end of his blade there, perhaps. Here's Larry Murphy. Oh, the defenseman made a save! Oh my goodness, nothing can go wrong for Philadelphia, even when they're shooting themselves in the foot. Big check there. Here come the Penguins. Save, kick save there by Soderstrom. My goodness, it's like there's a force field around that net. Recchi lost control. Lindros ahead. Hit the post. Of course you can't take out the goalies in this one. 8 minutes to play here in the third. Another blast. 5-1 game thus far by Philadelphia. Around the net we go. 94 special. Why not? Scores. Keith Acton wants to get in on the action. Look at him celebrating down on his knees. It's a 6-1 game, man. Like, rein it in. You guys ever play hockey? There was a goal by the Penguins, make it 6-2. You ever been on a team? That's a magnificent one. And I'll tell you a story. Maybe you can relate. So, for a number of years, as an adult, I played in roller hockey leagues. Indoor roller hockey leagues. And there was this one team that they were in a division they should not have been in. The league was poorly run. I could tell you more stories about it, but for the sake of this story, we were getting demolished in this game. I mean, like, they were already well into double digits. It may have been close to 20, if not all of 20. Okay? So we're just being shelled. And Gary Galley will sit. And, so at this point, we're already in the second half of the game. Some roller hockey leagues, they do 2 halves. At least the ones we played in did like 2 20-minute halves instead of 3 periods. I don't know why. So we're in the second half. We're being shelled. And it was like, all right, guys, let's just... Another goal there by Pittsburgh, make it 6-3. Yarber Yager. The consensus on the bench was, clearly we're inferior to this team. Let's just try and clean things up defensively. We're not going to make, a 15, 16 goal comeback, whatever it was, right? So, I think at some point, the other team may have started to let up just slightly, not much. They were kind of jerks. But I remember I was in the penalty box, and one of our forwards went in, and this guy was not a good skater. And full transparency, neither was I. I was not the smoothest skater, but he was worse. I don't even know how he got in. I think they just stopped skating. Anyways, he goes in. I think he managed to like get off kind of like an in-tight slapper, and he scored. And it broke the shutout. And so there we are down, like I said, close to 20 goals. There's a goal by Lindros. Close to 20 goals. And the man celebrates like he just scored to tie it in the dying seconds, and we're going to overtime. And I remember turning. This guy, we had met him and a few others, like this small group at an outdoor rink, and got to talking, and they joined our team. So we didn't know them well. And I kind of turned to look at the bench like, did he really just celebrate when we're down 20 goals? And he had this other buddy who was on the bench with him, and he just kind of looked. I go, I really wish he wouldn't have celebrated that. He goes, he's never scored before. That was the worst loss I was ever a part of. There's a goal. Make it 8-3. Keith Acton with his second of the game. 2:57 to go. This one is a laugher, as was that game. So, you guys been a part of any humorous hockey stories? I'm sure you have. That's one of mine. It was a terrible game. Just terrible. Had a lot of fun when I played roller hockey, though. Have not played in a league since I was 29. That was some years ago now. Man, it was getting too hard to keep up with like the kids at the time, the 18, 19, 20-year-olds. And they had this, I was 29 at the time. I had bills to pay. I had to get up and go to work, and they were just, they were nasty with their stick. They were careless with their elbows, and it was like, kid, don't make me beat your ass. Like, I got to get up and go to work in the morning. Your mom's still probably, making you oatmeal. So now, if I were to play nowadays, I would probably join a 40 and over league. I'm not playing against any kids. Seems like ball hockey's getting pretty popular, at least here in Michigan. Although it's like the National Ball Hockey League. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't have a whole lot of time in my day, but yearning to play some more hockey again. Look out! Ooh! Looked like he was going to launch himself into a breakaway. Well, the Flyers are going to win this one in convincing fashion. 8-3. Let's see who the 3 stars are. Keith Acton, your top star, followed by Mark Recchi and Eric Lindros. Flyers put down the Penguins.